Yes, indeed. Time to figure it out right now, as Gambit could have a quick best of 5 with 2 maps to win, and Shiro's already going to be pushing up onto the catwalk. Quick boost, Bit's going to have to be aware of it. Flash is well-timed, but Inter still gets the shot on Boomage. That's through mid-doors, so that slows them down, and Axile's going to jump in on that party as well, holding out now on top of the catwalk to support the man who was getting aggressive in the form of Shiro, and he's doubled up, as he always does. Axile to find a 3-man advantage already for Gambit in the pistol round.
Yeah, this is it's a nice opening. Everything on catwalk stopped and shut down and obliterated. Such a simple and perfecto, and at the moment waiting to see where they should head next. P250 on simple would love to find a long-range duel, would love to just be able to tap away and thin out this defense before committing somewhere, but it looks like Gambit is all going to convene and eventually just crunch into middle, deny Navi any of the space or time to find something. That's simple hitting the dirt, and Perfecto's got no armor. And this one is firmly for Gambit. They lost both pistols on Ancient, but they've got the first one here on Dust 2.
Yeah, they absolutely do. They've started off in style, and even though they lost both on Ancient, like you said, they actually were able to convert the second round, so it wasn't as much of a detriment as we saw, as you'd expect, I should say, and obviously we saw them win that map, so good start. Exile's really winning me over more and more lately. You've got your bit watch. I've got my, Axile animation.
Okay.
But it's not, we'll come up with something.
Yeah, it needs a little bit more time in the oven, but we all understand what you
Axile observation, okay? There, how about that?
That's not bad.
There. We got there in the end.
Got there eventually. All right, Deagle armor for simple, and that's it. That's the lone piece of utility that Navi had to work with. That one pop flash is spent, and they don't get a target in middle. There's no one even close to middle for Gambit. They are content to sit far back everywhere. And that means Gambit, or I mean, excuse me, that means Navi is going to be a little bit scratching their heads and figuring out what the best course of action is. Electronic's already gone. Simple's Deagle has yet to be put into play.
So Hobbit holds on the ramp with Shiro covering above him. Simple's Deagle is the one that wants to come around the corner, but they'll think otherwise and reconvene toward middle. Run boost instead for Boomich. Perfect. Oh no. Don't even think about it. Don't say a word. They've definitely failed the run boost, but Hobbit will get them when they try again. Boomich low HP, easily taken down, as now the nades will go out to mid as well. That'll kill off one. Simple's the one that it goes with it, and therefore the Deagle gone from the round. Nafny comes back around. Perfecto did get one kill, but that'll just be an upgraded gun for Nafny, as it was the M4 that hit the deck. Don't want to leave that behind.
All right. Well, Gambit's looking good today. I don't think it's the biggest factor in the world that Navi got wiped out of this map earlier against Spirit. I think they can rebound on this. The past 2 matchups that these 2 teams had on it, one is a win for Gambit, one's a win for Navi. Perfecto gonna drop down mid super quick. Molotov out. He's already to Xbox and into lower dark. Molotov again on catwalk to force Hobbit away. So the middle of the map a bit exposed, a bit cleared out for the Navi presence.
Shiro with the back angle on the ledge this time. Not going to really come into contention yet because there's already smokes down, but coming into contestation is B, as Inters wants to try and find a better position. Boomich already has Nafny down. Inters catches them out. They go boost to see the doors. He was waiting in the back of the site. They never came toward him, but Perfecto does get the kill in response, and it will be a B take successfully achieved. However, watch the HP. It's low and off. Simple. 5 HP. Perfecto on 9. Nades would do so much damage if they can get close enough, but they don't have them. They've only got flashes to work with. One, in fact, to work with trying to take back this B site, and they might have to just consider holding Navi inside of it and letting them go down with the bomb, as Hobbit will start to rotate around and cover off the tunnels. He has the M4 in hand. They might try and find a pick if they can get Shiro up inside of the window. Hobbit making a lot of noise. Electronic is there. Exile's going to go with him, and he's got the first kill. Needs to trade. It does. Electronic goes down to the inside of the site. Low HP. Shiro doesn't know that they're down below. Perfecto's gone. Hobbit's going to try this anyway, but Perfecto gets both kills. And he will survive because the bomb, not enough time for it to detonate.
Yeah, and then even if Hobbit gets that kill on Perfecto, I don't think he would have been able to make it to the bomb in time to get the defuse. So that was a win for Navi, but it is costly. They do lose 4 players in it, so Gambit's going to buy right back into the round. Deagle on Inters and Nathany. There is an AWP in the field of play, though. And yeah, unfortunate that there's not enough no HE grenades for Gambit at the end because the HP was significantly low. Scout shot rings over the head, although what is tagged? Inters is tagged, and Shiro gets a kill, but he's brought down to 54. Still, Electronic with the equalizer. Oh, and he's gonna press the envelope. He's got one more. Shiro's trying desperately to cover the gap. And with the P2K, he might be able to do it.
He's trying desperately. He's done it. He's got Electronic down. That's not ideal. Simple's got Inter's back. That's decent, but it's now down to a 2-on-2. Simple's going to rotate as well. He still has that Galil to work with. And he's going to hold. See if Nathany comes out, Jason.
It's weird. It's no time to panic for Navi because, yeah, it sucks the bombs in T-spawn, and that's probably a little bit stressful for them, but Gambit has no idea. Gambit doesn't know the bomb's all the way back there.
So Shiro silently moves across the map in the other direction, holding on to the AWP. Now he's gonna sit down. Oh no, pistol to take him out of the equation. The Galil didn't find the kill at all, and Perfecto at least gets it back 1-on-1. He's got 16 HP, and the bomb's actually way back at T-spawn, but 40 seconds, and this becomes a battle of wit. And certainly a need for knowledge. Perfecto. Is he aware of it? Yeah, I think he's going to go back now and grab that. And we'll rotate it back around and aware that certainly he can get towards B. That is, obviously, as a T. He knows where the bomb is. It's on his friggin' radar, Jason.
Yeah. He's got it. And, ooh, this is wild. Nathany's so far away. Doesn't have a kit either. This is about the time when someone on your team, you're asking desperately, does anyone have a kit? Because Perfecto's going to get this plant towards the B bomb site. And Nathany's going to have a long way to go. And he's got to do it relatively quickly again because it's going to be a full defuse.
Ooh, that timing. He did actually just get a fragment of imagery to suggest he was crossing over, as that smoke, obviously, as you can tell, is not perfectly deployed. He'll put a CT1 down instead and try and fire in, anticipating that perhaps Perfecto would even try and be clever and use it to his advantage, but he just gets a better angle. A better angle. He's just better. He's built different as he gets the headshot on the AK, and it's 2-2.
That's a very nice win for Perfecto to get them out of that situation. For Perfecto is what I meant to say. Nice job picking up that bomb all the way back. That's a tough clutch to win. So, Gambit, out of money. 2K on Exiled Hobbit and Inters. Not much more on Shiro and Nathany, so they're just going to sit back with USPs, save up for the future rounds. Navi have taken control of the early stages of this map. Already off to a better start than they were against Spirit.
Well, it's the shots out toward the CT spawn, and the pistol's now on the back foot. Gets one kill, but immediately he's removed by the USP as the MAC-10 couldn't collect the kill, and his teammate already pushing out from middle. They have Catwalk to work with on the Gambit side. Don't know that they really want to work with much, though. Knowing the situation well, their teammate Nathany out toward long. They could at least look for an exit here, and Electronic needs to be very careful not to give this AK-47 away into the hands of the CTs as they try and push up and find his position. He's got the headshot already on Nathany, and Shiro's the next in line. It's all fine, Jason. It's all fine. More Exile is. Look at middle. Hello. Enter stage left. There's Simple.
Yeah, flashbang let Electronic know what was coming. Spamming the door. Perfecto even at the corner just for an extra measure of safety. Navi's taking the lead 3-2. We're gonna get finally back to the buys for Gambit. Hurting on nades, but up in the hands of Shiro. No kits again, which came into play in the previous round in the one-on-one clutch. And here we go, round number 6. Shiro wants to peek above the smoke. Oh, and he's found it. He's found it. Simple, a little bit exposed. 5-on-4 early on for Gambit's defense, and Shiro's going to stick that up inside of the bomb site.
Couple of shots through the smoke on the AK. Hobbit waits as well on the ramp at A. His Bit will get position on Xbox. Bombs drop behind barrels, won't be spotted from the doors, but is in a position to go either direction as they try and take over some A control, going up against Exile, who has to hold inside of the pits with the M4.
Yeah, he's going to have some pressure put on him. They're creeping out slowly. Now he hears the footsteps. Boomich engaged upon. There's no utility from Hobbit to help him re-peek. This is him alone in pit. Whatever he can get done is all they'll have. And Exile's going to see a chance and take it to escape the pit and get away with safety.
Away with safety, but in on control of the platform. Hobbit needs to peek this perfectly. He'll take down Bit and Electronic gone. So even though they had a good stance and an idea, the slow play, the contact straight up doesn't work as Perfecto tries to salvage something from this round. It takes down Navi, but there's Shiro with the AWP. And it's 3-3.
That's a strong win as well for Gambit to get back on. 4 players surviving, money building up, and money to reinvest. Nathany's going to be dropped down to a FAMAS just so his teammate can get the nades that they require. Good shooting from Shiro. Op doing some work. 3 kills in the round. That's not who you want to see heat up if you're on the Navi side of things. Boomich is relegated to a Tech 9. It's AKs otherwise. Bit's going to go for early peek out towards long. There's the flashbangs, and he's out. Gambit's defense wants nothing to do with it. Few counter flashes to cover their retreat. And Hobbit is stuck at car with no smoke.
Yeah, he's stuck there, but he has at least Exile to try and play off of with a bit of aggression. He's going to use the T-smoke rather, to his advantage and get up toward the long corner. Oh my goodness, this is a bold play because Electronic's inside of the pit, and he knows there's a timer on this. He's expecting him to wrap around the side of it, but instead he's going to go. He knows he's committed at this point. He finds one already, looking for the second, and there's Electronic. Late, but he arrives, and he arrives in style as Exile was pushing up to help Hobbit. I don't mind the aggression. I don't mind the ambition. But it leaves us with suspicion in a 4-on-3 as it's just Shiro that has to rotate back over on the A site, and that's already going to call Nafany toward the CT spawn. Bomb is at long, and the lurk is on for Simple. If he can find Inters now, which he might do, I think the round's pretty much wrapped because Simple has full control of Catwalk, and they'll pinch together. They even, if they can spot out too fast enough, go back with that bomb. I say that, it's the one up the half wall. Be careful, because Shiro's still staring down in that direction. But he misses the first shot, and here comes Simple again, and smartly Shiro knows the situation. He'll throw away the AWP. Electronic gets the kill. Do they get a nade up there? Simple's gonna try, but I don't think he'll get it now. There's actually a hole back there. I thought it was just a roof myself.
Yeah, no, that's deep. You ain't getting an op out of there. That'd be a perfect nade. Hey, Bitwatch isn't going too well. Navi's got a 1-round lead. He's 0-6 at the moment, which is unfortunate. That's a good round from Navi. I like that push too, but I think maybe that's one of those pushes in my mind where I'm like, if Hobbit wants to do it, cool. 2 players making that kind of a push when you know they're out long, when they've had the time to get into pit, where they have the smoke down at the corner. That's you know, that play either works or the result is what you just saw. 2 players dedicated, no chance they were both ever going to get away. So tactical timeout taken from the Gambit side of things to talk things over.
Everyone's like, caster map awareness. First off, it's outside the map, and second off, I already told you I have a room temperature IQ, so calm down, okay? I love you guys, Twitch chat. I don't know where I'd be without you.
Probably be a little bit, probably have a few more IQ points.
Debatable.
Just a couple, nothing crazy. You know.
No, that's true. Yeah, 1 or 2.
All right, here we go. Hobbit pushing up towards the top of the mid. Ooh, that's spicy. Simple knocked out. And they needed it. They needed something special because they don't have a great arsenal in this round. 3 Deagles, an SMG, and an AWP. And Hobbit's delivered them a perfect opening.
Shiro starts to work out inside of middle. He's got the shot as well onto Electronic as the Xbox smoke had just gone down. And he can fall back on this as well, so good advantage, good start. With that AWP, they've got 2 kills, although not, I shouldn't say on the AWP, both of them, but the AWP in the round and 2 kills to the advantage against Navi, and Bit will slowly try and take back control of middle, but aren't aware, now they are, that Hobbit is pushed out. He's trying to bait it in, and as well as because the Deagles are waiting on both sides. Bit's got to be careful. Hobbit's low, tries to crouch under the crosshair, but
Oh my lord.
he'll get a buzz cut. Nafany gets Bit back. This is still problematic. They're still putting pressure on Navi. There's no room to breathe.
Yeah, they're almost more confident right now with these SMGs and Deagles than they were with the rifles. I can't believe Nafany won that duel at the headshot angle on top of the Xbox. Good stuff. Surgical with the SMG, and now he's got an AK, and Boomich has no idea Axile's about to put him to sleep. Another low economy win. Nicely done from Gambit. Opened up by Hobbit. Obviously the op from Shiro, baiting Navi into trying to punish Hobbit in middle, and the op is able to find a pick. All tied up at 4.
Yeah, tied up and good little game. Bit of a conservative pace to it, which we expect when we see, especially Navi on a T side, but between these two teams, as Electronic is held out at the concave position. More and more flames at his feet. And he'll fall back out to A Street as he has to wait and hold and wait and see what his teammates are going to do from down below, coming back from B tunnels. And there's no one on Cat just yet, but that's fine. We've got Hobbit rotating back that direction. Now, Shiro's been watching mid as well because they doubled up inside of B, knowing that the economic situation could mean that there's going to be a rush. Simple, just making sure everyone knows in Morse code that he has the scout on the map.
Everyone knows. Everyone also knows Shiro's got the bigger gun. Hobbit looking towards middle. Flashbang comes in with the run boost. I don't know if he spotted the run boost. Did he?
I don't think he did, and like I say, they're both in B looking at tunnels, so this aggression can cost them out. As Booch comes in through the door, Nafany's gonna realize it. He couldn't get in window, couldn't do enough with it, but Simple at least gets one back on that scout. As you say, though, the bigger gun's still in the picture, but Perfecto has Hobbit down, and the bigger gun might be on the run, as it's gonna be the AK picked up as well for Bit Bomb to be planted, and is ticking away. It's a save call from Gambit. Good win from Navi.
That's crazy. What a good round from Navi. I don't think they saw the run boost. Even if they did, the hit coming out of B tunnels was at a timing where they couldn't even address the mid player. That happened so fast. And Gambit's defense got swarmed. Nafany gets 2 kills in a desperate situation because Inters had gone down for free. I'm not even sure how he died exactly, but either way, again, Navi find a way to make it work.
Does anyone know what the little caption bubble actually says? Oh, look at that little tiny bomb. It's like a little fob for a key. What does that caption actually say beside Goose?
Sorry, say that again?
There's a caption bubble from the Goose on Catwalk. In a different dialect, and I'm curious as to what it says.
Okay. Quack, maybe?
Might say quack. There it is, see? Quack.
Yeah, that's what I'd put my money on.
You were right the other day with the Russian meaning spilled, so yeah, I'm just gonna believe you this time. If you're right twice, Jason, I'm gonna start to believe that you speak more language and you've actually been acting as a caster as a cover-up of the fact that you're a secret agent.
Yeah, the spy. It's the plot of the next James Bond novel. No big deal.
Esports is all a ruse.
Ooh, 4-on-4. Exile goes down. Trade it long, but that gives Navi access. How much do they want to pressure it? Simple as the AWP and pit, so he can stand there comfortably and deny any information and any vision out towards long A for Gambit this entire time. And ooh, they're just now starting to clear out the lower and upper dark tunnels. There's a player lurking on Catwalk, and Shiro is in a really difficult spot. This is all down to timing. This could end so poorly. A missed shot. He's going down for sure. Somehow gets a second chance at it, but that's it. 6-4 for Navi.
Apparently it just says Goose in Arabic, Jason. Not that exciting at all. As Hobbit will hold And wrap back toward the B site. 2 rounds in a row for Navi. 2 rounds on the trot, and money is completely abolished on the Gambit side. Bomb to be planted out as we see now. And Simple going back toward long to check out the matter of the equation. We'll get an upgrade to an AK-47. Flying through the map to see what else is available to them at this point. But that's it. That's all. They'll get the guns that they need. The AWP was found. Okay, that's what I was trying to find and see if it was grabbable, and it certainly is. The M4 they'll leave behind on the A platform, and they'll be happy to take 3 AK-47s and an AWP. 4 guns in total with 2 FAMASs. The CTs aren't exactly in a pretty position.
Those blue X's at the long cross is exactly like where you don't want to die if you're Gambit. You know, if you lose that kind of long control, it's usually you got to make the decision of how you want to play. But usually it's like towards Catwalk. They were kind of stuck in no man's land. During this whole fight, it's like at any moment, Bit could have turned that corner on Catwalk and had a freebie with no one looking. It's just tough to be in that position as a defender. 2-round lead now for Navi. A great look from Navi after what we saw from them on this map against Spirit just earlier today. Bounce back a nice way, showing that's more of an aberration, more of an influence of how Spirit was playing at the time. They were absolute gods.
So 6-4, Navi trying to extend this series. There's Gambit trying to close it now and make short work of the day. Short work of this RMR overall. So the call is going to be to bring out the Deagles around the 2 FAMASs and see if they can make anything happen. And it's going to be a very aggressive play toward long to try and do that. That early contact, look for trades, maybe knock a few guns their direction, but they actually don't fully commit to a peek. They're going to sit and wait with 4 along the wall. All right. Check out the wide peek angle. Meanwhile, Hobbit middle, smoke down, is able to get Electronic trying to sneak through for free. But as the smoke dissipates, oh my goodness, the FAMAS finding more. I thought they might be able to get that AK, and there is one more on the ground. Bit's going to wrap back around, gets Shiro down, and they still want these AKs. They see the guns. They've got one of them. Nafi needs to hold it at 2-on-2. They've done such a great job, considering Hobbit's position. Came out on top, and Electronic throwing himself and throwing caution at the wind. As Nafi now possesses the position inside the smoke that might catch off Perfecto. They're going to double it up. Inters takes the aggro, but doesn't shoot back, Nafi. He thought he could sit there and surprise and be concealed by his teammates' aggression, and it's going to cost them dearly as Inters now goes down to 13 and make that 4. Any more through the door? But the bomb is no longer on the floor. They'll run that back over to again. I think Inters is about to die as simple with the AWP to make it 7-4.
Yeah, I'm not sure what Nafi was thinking. I guess he thought that maybe he wasn't spotted, that maybe he could hide, maybe enough smoke coverage was there, but Perfecto wasn't fooled at all. I can't believe Hobbit gets 2 kills out of this position, almost able to transfer it over as well. Nicely done from Bit. Navi off and running, looking good. 7-4, another timeout from Gambit. That's 3 in this first half, and we're only at round 12. They're desperately trying to string together some CT rounds. They have not won very much.
Simple again, loving that strawed up drink in front of his keyboard. We get a look in game as to exactly what he's up to. Again, if you're just joining us for the finals, he had 42 kills in regulation in the 3rd map of the series this morning, and he's got one through the smoke this time as Inters is caught. And the advantage then to Navi. That's his 10th in this game as Perfecto leads the way on 11. Exile. See if he can find 2 in this situation. Let's see if he can really multi-kill once again as he has the Deagle, needs to go forward to the flames. Not aware that Bit's up close at the stairs. And will get the kill in return. So Perfecto adds another, making it a 5 versus 2. And it's just Hobbit and Shiro.
Yeah, quickly just down to Hobbit and Shiro. And Navi's just chilling. They're just waiting for any of the reactions across the map. They're waiting for this exact push towards Upper Dark. Hobbit, if you try and cross that doorway, that's going to spell the end of you. Not a whole lot of other options for him, though. Perfecto does find it with ease, and Shiro's been spotted as well. So 8th round now coming in for Navi. This T side looking great. Gambit, their goal has got to be, obviously, win the last 3, but at least grab a few right at the end of this half to close the gap a little bit. Give yourselves a chance when you switch sides. You don't want to be facing down the barrel of a 4-11 deficit.
No, absolutely not, as Navi finding the dust too that eluded them yesterday. And this morning as well. Remember how poor they played against Team Spirit on this map just mere hours ago. And we were shocked and appalled by that, because now it's looking much better up against Gambit. Remember Mirage and Inferno, the 2 other maps in this series. Neither of them may be required at this point in time, but we'll wait and see as the Molotovs go either direction toward Catwalk again. Hobbit and Shiro to cover off those positions, and Shiro obviously naturally on his AWP, the op to hold the position. In fact, he's already dropped down toward long. Hobbit's going to go up, and they're going to play that car swing from CT, but it does give a bit more access toward the site, certainly a lot further around Cat before that contact is made. And they're doing it because they want to cover off the mid-split, which so far hasn't really been, or at least not in the last few rounds, hasn't been a huge issue. In fact, you go back to that eco round, they nearly won. That's what nearly cost them as Electronic went through the doors.
Here we go, Catwalk execution. Hobbit and Shiro to defend. They're being patient, Navi, though. Not streaming all the way out. Shiro still looking for someone to start turning the corner. Bit's going to be the first one there, but that one-way smoke can be brutal. Flashbang back over. Hobbit completely blind. Not yet peeked up. The off facing. There it is. Timing on it, and he goes 1 for 1.
Yeah, Boomich with the response. Shiro trying to do what he can from long, and remember, we saw Simple in the distance with his AWP at the boxes. He stayed alive in that exchange. It nearly came to a double spray down, but the damage wasn't there. The bullet's just not able to connect. Saya will lead the charge back toward the bomb site instead. Obviously planted for Catwalk. That's exactly where Navi will try and position themselves, leaving Boomich in a very open angle on the platform just to catch them off. But they'll certainly check toward Goose. It works because they walk straight up and Boomich catches Exile out, expecting it to be deeper as Simple finds the kill before that. Double it up for Boomich. And enters underneath, is going to be pursued at this point, but he'll at least get Electronic down. They know he's still there, low HP. Boomich can't afford to keep chasing, and Perfecto's going to sneak around, but it's Simple instead that gets the kill, and Bomb will not kill anyone off. They'll all survive, despite that Simple had just single digits of HP. It's 9-4.
Yeah, that retake might have actually been able to go a different way. Nafany throws a Molotov towards Catwalk to block off, which would have forced that boost to go away, but he throws it a little bit too high. Doesn't actually land, blows up in the air, and is ineffective. So Navi going to maintain their positions, and fittingly, Nafany was the first one to die on that retake due to the missed Molotov. Auto sniper for Simple because he's rich. Rich as hell. Doesn't tag anyone on the cross. Inters gives him a stutter step. And Navi lining up for a fast long take. Here come the timing flashbangs. Counter flash in return, and Hobbit's got, ooh no. It took him a little bit to kill Boomich, who got a jumping AK kill on Exile.
Hobbit stuck downside the pit, though, tries to smoke himself off and buy some space. That will at least allow Shiro to get a position, but they've got the corner smoke down from the T perspective. Simple's actually just waiting up above. Hobbit's done super well here to stay alive, you have to say. They're throwing everything at him, but the Molotov's too soon. That smoke's still there, and they're just extinguishing, and Hobbit now will emerge. How about that for using the Ring of Power? It's going to be Perfecto that's caught out as well. He's still here. How are they not facing it? Simple doesn't want to do it with the AWP. Forget it, but look at what this has done. Nafany's in behind them. Electronic's gone. Bomb goes down, and what a hero Hobbit is in this round as Nafany can hold and wait for the AWP. He'll be sprayed down by Bit, but Simple's removed. It's a one-on-one. Still not done in this, and the fact that Hobbit did such a great job, he's now left alone. He's going to try and sneak out and catch off Bit, but Bit, oh, he was considering the possibility. The AK wins the upgrade from the gun, and Hobbit gets the 5th round for Gambit.
I was going to say, the heroics only matter if you win the round, so good on Hobbit for bringing that 1v1 in and salvaging an AWP, passing that over to a teammate. Boy, did they desperately need that. And Hobbit, you're right. Such a good job in the pit. That first kill, obviously, playing anti-flash. That's well done. 3 kills in the round, and Gambit up to 5. Looking for that 6th. Double up setup, I think just for the cross. They don't see anything. catwalk. Mid control is in the favor of Navi. Boomich is pretty much solo taking control of Xbox, close double doors, and catwalk.
Electronic. Not wrong. I don't know how that misses. Right beside the ear. And Exile has to run away while he has the chance. The reload coming in on the other side of the door. Navi, meanwhile, gets that bit, and they're going to push toward Cat. Boomich, good response, good reaction to the fact that Hobbit was pushing up. He does go down to 34 HP, but it gets the kill that evens things out. Back to a 4-on-4 situation as Nafany's forced off middle ever so slightly by utility. Knowing as well the AWP was up above. Flash over, smoke back in, though. It was actually a smoke, that bounced towards CT. Electronic found him, spotted him, and got the kill instead.
Yeah, they wanted a mid-B split as well. That smoke slowed them down and certainly changed their plans, but one kill through the smoke helps out. There comes the smoke to CT spawn. This probably puts a lot of pressure onto Inters. He does not have a teammate who can help him in mid, so this is all just basically crossing your fingers and hoping nobody's in the middle part of the map. On top of the box, Inters is going to drop back. All of his teammates are gone. It's all on him. They line up, but the SMG can't do it. A team kill from Electronic and Exile, the only one remaining. What has he got in this final round? Nothing. Boomich ends it from behind.
Yeah, Boomich gets the kill, pleasing himself with that one completely, and even Perfecto's got a little smile on his face after that half. 10-5. You're right, the team kill came in, but doesn't matter at that point in time. Electronic, pretty reasonable half, all things considered as well. Now we'll swap it over. Again, this is this side that was very costly for them against Spirit. Perfecto yesterday against Gambit, however, though, played excellently in the B site. The fact that he leads the way tied with Simple on 13. Perhaps a positive sign that they can do the same thing again. Perfecto is the one that waits at middle and certainly is going to be obligated to defend his position and himself here in a second because they're going to cross over Simple. Oh my goodness, he was the one on the other side of it, got the call. Took the shot, but Hobbit, good shot in return. That had to be swift.
That's a great rebuttal. That opens up a lot of avenues now as well. Perfecto has to fall back. He's got the utility. He's got nade and 2 flashes. Now, Navi can have a rotation. They can actually abandon the B bumps in a little bit. Bit can head away because they pushed up, and Boomich here are going to have information. Oh, but he can't handle the jumping pistols. That's tough. And Perfecto already hears one player inside of the A bomb site, so he realizes he can't do anything. He's got to wait for his teammates to arrive. Oh, that's awkward.
Yeah, they failed that boost entirely, but nearly gave a shot to the CT down below. As you say, Perfecto had to wait, but his teammates get there in style. Electronic and Bit finding kills. Exile. Ooh, the headshot. He got Electronic. Thankfully, though, the response was swift by Bit because he was the low HP player. They'll get on it. Navi will take the pistol. They'll go now 11-5 up on Dust 2.
That's incredible shooting from Navi on that retake. Coming off catwalk like that, so aggressive and so assertive streaming in, and just one taps all over the place. Beautiful shooting with the USPs. Navi, a commanding lead. That being said, they did win both pistols on Ancient and lose both second rounds. That's something you'd like to avoid here if you can.
That's a good point. We pointed that out earlier as well. They converted for 2 in the first half, did Gambit, by winning their pistol. Navi would like to at least equal that because it was a great half otherwise. Only 3 rounds, gun rounds found by Gambit. Speaking of, Bit will be in the back of the B site this time with an AUG in his hands. Early purchase of the AUG, it has to be said, but let's see if he pops up and sees. Now he does. Goes back up immediately and Exile down. That fast peek that you are able to do along that box as Hobbit has the MAC-10 on the catwalk position. The rotations are coming to join him from the B tunnels. Bomb plant in. This is where you see that aggressive buy. So the AK-47, is that equaling the AUG if you want to look at it that way in terms of stature, but the Galil is the only other long-range gun against 3 FAMASs, so the range advantage certainly exists for Navi. Although Catwalk is the shortest distance to cover off, Jason, and that looks exactly like where Gambit wants to go in this situation as the flashes come out, but a good counter smoke. Nice timing on it. They may go through it.
Oh, yeah. They're going through it. They've got flashbangs for it, at least boosting up over. Navi gonna peer towards Goose with his AK-47. No one's gonna be there, but Gambit have no presence anywhere else on the map. So surely this is going to be the end game, and if not, if this takes too long, Simple's already flanking, already up Xbox. Oh, he can backstab. He can backstab massively. He's been spotted, and this will turn and cause them to address the situation, but he's frozen them. They can't move forward. They can't go backwards. And that opens them up to a slaughter as the round timer dwindles. 12-5, and even ooh, Young Daddy. What's that about?
Young Daddy, what up,
That's like-
perfecto. I think Electronics Young Daddy with those 4 kills.
That's like a subliminal messaging.
I'll be your old daddy. You can be my young daddy.
Yeah.
That is, it's like, yeah, what is it? Fight Club, which by the way, does not hold up. That movie's terrible if you go back and watch it. It's not, shouldn't be as rated as highly as it is anymore. However, the part where they do the stitching of the movies,
Yeah,
you get the subliminal messaging in there.
Yeah. That's a controversial take, I feel, Matthew. I think you're going to get some Twitter heat.
I don't care. I watched it back recently on a plane and I was like, this is actually terrible.
Okay.
Like, it's just so silly. And the whole thing is that you don't know what's... maybe that's why it doesn't hold up, too. As soon as you know what's going on and the plot of it, you're kind of like, this is dumb and not believable. And it's a bit far-fetched in the personalities on either side of it. So, there you go.
All right. You should start a film review website. You could be the next Siskel and Ebert.
Yeah, I'm down. Sato and Kissed.
All right, Simple taking some pot shots towards top mid with that USP. All, well, 3 Glocks, 2 Deagles for Gambit. No armor, no utility. Simple to chew them up, but that's a huge shot from Inters. Holy hell.
Bit's gonna wait, holding out with the AUG. I think anyone that likes Fight Club just doesn't have the capacity to appreciate properly good movies and well-written, directed flicks. They just stick with that one because it was trendy for them in high school. As Electronic will wait on the platform. He's graduating today because another spray of 3 for him, and it's 13, excuse me, now for Navi to the 5 of Gambit. So looking more and more like we will be moving on to Mirage at this point.
Yeah, that seems to be in the cards. Navi coming into this one looking very good. Completely different showing than what we saw from them earlier today. Still, I think there's about 1 to 2 more fights out of Gambit. This is a really solid buy. One of the best buys they've had in quite some time, Gambit. AWP on Shiro. He's at least tagged Perfecto, so early lead in the HP for the Gambit attack. 3 players heading into Upper Dark. And they're going to control mid from lower. Nades to force back Catwalk. And a lot of nades exchanged in mid, but not a whole lot of damage done.
Simple waiting with the AWP for the ledge drop. Molotov thrown out. Let's creep over and get close to him, but he'll withstand the heat to keep the position. The flash, a little bit more detrimental to that, so he has to fall off of it. Pre-firing into it, hoping that they might be peeking quickly behind. But it's Boomich that wants to take long through the cave. Yesterday, we saw this battle a bit between the two teams, at long, with Boomich being the one obviously always there. But this time, he's actually going to be a little more aggressive. We didn't see him push through double doors all too often in that particular series. As Simple goes back for more, having already dropped down and rotated on the ramp. Needs to be aware of the high angle, though, not just the stairs, as they are close. Smoke goes down. He'll peek it. Oh, did he hit? He did. He clipped Shiro, but it was through the edge of the wall. He falls to 15, and that allows Bit to at least get Hobbit. Nafi's tagged on 37 as well, so Bit should be in a good position, you'd think, to find more kills, but he's being a little bit timid about doing so at this point as they continue to walk, crawl, in fact, closer, and that allows Simple up. He gets the call, but a little bit too late from Simple that Shiro was directly to his left, and the AWP gets the shot instead. Now they hold. Smoke's coming in, plenty of them, in fact, with the 1 minute advantage. They need to conceal to get this bomb down on the 15-second mark, but they've already flanked in behind, and Simple never left as he finds one more boosted up Exile, limited from the sight. Round already done on time alone.
Ooh.
Die or live?
Oh, he's living, baby. He's living. He can buy smoke and 2 flashbangs as well. 14-5. They're going to have to buy up in this round. They're too far back to let Navi get to 15 right now. So it'll be a scrape together what you can, and let's go for it. Scout picked up on Shiro. Nicely done on Navi. Enough utility, enough presence to slow down that Gambit hit, and they never gave him any of the frags that would have allowed Gambit to get into the bomb site and plant the bomb safely. 9-round lead.
Nine-round lead to work with as Exile will get boosted out of the cave this time, and boom, it's just going to walk right into it. So again, I mentioned it, he didn't go aggressive yesterday. This time they're aware that he wants to, and they'll catch him off for it as Bit goes back out and doesn't see anyone just yet, but needs to be fully aware of the fact that Long is lost. He's sitting on his own. No real cover in that play, and Electronic not able to swing out. Support will go now. Look for another, but can't get the headshot. Inters gets him down instead, and the round cracked open for Gambit has Perfecto shaking and trembling toward the elevator that has no lift. He's alone on that side of the map as Simple's going to rotate back toward middle with his AWP.
Wall of smokes put up. Maybe a lucky shot through the smoke from Simple. There's no flashbang. Actually, excuse me, Simple has 2 flashbangs if they want to send Perfecto through this to see what they can get, but they might decide to just preserve economy. Perfecto's already backing away. Oh, good headshot on an Anthony. Dinked, though, brought down to 9 HP. I don't know if Navi really want to go for this. They're going to back away. So a 6th round found by Gambit.
So Simple waits AWP to look through CT. Gambit doing just enough in the early parts of the round as Perfecto way back toward T-spawn, hoping to hang on to his AK, and Simple just wants to get exits. He will get one. Inter's not able to jump all the way across. Go Gadget legs. Not long enough.
Ooh.
Inspector Gadget's a better movie than Fight Club, Jason.
Okay, calm down. Calm down. I forgot there even was an Inspector Gadget movie.
Yeah, man. McDonald's had like the collector toys at the time. You had to get like each of the body parts and put them all together.
That sounds kind of grim.
It does sound a little weird, but it was kind of cool.
14-6. Navi just need 2 more to force us to Mirage. 4 players for Gambit in upper B. They want to go for a timing hit on this bomb site. They want to get in real quick. Perfecto's jumped up. He could put a stop to everything, but he's the only defender. He's the only one there. First kill is his. Transfers over. Good trade from Gambit. Bit's gonna timing spam the smoke, and he does find one up on top of the box. That's Inters. Exile holding down mid. He's got 2 Plaper to deal with, and Bit is gonna find his second.
Finds his second, but Shiro in the site has an obligation of protecting Navi at this point in time until the bomb at least hits the ground. They'll easily be able to do so, and they'll put the smoke back inside of the doors. But a 3-man retake from the tunnels. A Molotov for Navi, the only defensive bits of kit. And I don't think he's going to get the information in time. He's not going to have time to pull that out. He's got to keep the gun at the ready. He's got to hit the headshots perfectly. They're both within 1 move from death. And they need to nail theirs in return. They have not. Shiro hoping that now he'll go overlooked. He looks out. They're all looking away, but Simple's reactions far too quick. And Navi will get themselves on the map point.
Yeah, all kits, no problem. 15-6, 9 chances to close out the map and take us to the next one. That is good stuff. Good retake. I mean, they do just enough. Bit. This kill right here is huge. To find that second kill, Shiro's low. They find the kill in mid as well, but that timing hit was almost extremely effective if Bit doesn't get that second kill. Well done. Navi looking good. Shiro heading out towards long. He's got the AWP once the shot at the corner. I don't think Simple's gonna give it to him. I think he is. He's gonna slide right back into it. I thought surely he would feel it was too risky, especially with no teammates for a counter flash to retake that angle. But he risks it. He rolls the dice.
Rolling the dice. Hobbit hits twice. Won't be a Yahtzee this time, though, Jason, because Shiro's already got one.
Well, that's smart, Boomich. They know he's on catwalk,
no.
and I think the reload sound, that might have been the signal to just head through and just grab it. Nicely done. Okay, round over. No huge deal for Navi. Plenty of time, plenty of chances left.
Certainly more than enough. As Perfecto will creep forward, they'll get taken down. Not a lot of money on the CT side. They could buy out some deagles and keep their money level, but they'll have to be patient, at least, before Gambit will face the full opposition and full power of Navi. Where was this morning against Spirit?
Yeah.
Hobbit. Yeah, they were slow on that map.
Yeah, it's
a great mirage.
Yeah, once you win the series, though, it's all right, whatever. We'll address that later. Focus on the grand final. So at least good that they're having it now. Much better they got trounced on D2 earlier and then win it here against Gambit. Still, even in a victory, this is going to be a tough ask for Navi. 3 maps straight against Gambit. Not easy to do with that map pool. Vin's going to press out the double doors. Ooh, he had an advantage. A 1-2 shot advantage over Nafany, and he takes his life. Can't salvage the AK-47, though. It's a bit risky in middle. He's going to go for it anyways.
Electronic with the gap in the smoke. P250 shots. Second smoke will go down because that was enough information that they didn't want to give to Electronic, and there's no sense taking damage on these weapons. The AK for Bit picked up. He's waiting for a chance to get through as well. Boomich has Exile down. That's going to encourage Bit. That's going to excite him, as he knows that he can make a difference now in this round with one less to find, but he needs to be careful of the gun barrel sticking out as Hobbit gets the shot, and Shiro certainly had the warning. He'll take Bit down, and I think the round chances for Navi go with it, so as expected, we will at least see one more. Bomb's only just being planted now, but I take a look at the options here. Okay, Electronic, AK, couldn't make it work. That could have potentially caught Shiro off.
Yeah, if he'd caught him like sleeping or something, or didn't react in time, or just an instant headshot, that would have been the retake on. So, fair play from Shiro. And Inters is not going to let Perfecto get away. Pretty ruthless, hunting him down. All right. Navi still hurting in terms of economy. A lot of investment in that previous round. Only 2 rounds of a loss bonus built up. So they've got some money woes, so we'll have a few more rounds of fluff with just USPs, a P250 on Electronic, before we can get back to the really, really dangerous gun rounds.
The DMs are starting, Jason. The Fight Club fan club. But they're breaking the first rule. They're not even allowed to talk about it, so stop DMing me. Nafany waits behind the smoke. Molotov to keep the CTs at bay, and that at least allows Nafany to jump away. That was his intended goal, and a great shot for Perfecto. Great achievement as well to get an AK-47 on the CT side. Nafany waits, though. Boomich goes down. They won't be able to attack and challenge anything further at long. So instead, they back off of this, and it's all about challenging the single player that was out there, because they know the bomb's down in B. Hey, you got an AK, bro. It's like a zombie apocalypse right now where you've made too much noise and all of the zombies are just coming toward you now.
Yeah, right? You've given away the position, and everyone... It's all coming in.
Zombie movies are overrated too, Jason.
Yeah? What, are you just trying to piss off the entirety of the internet? I saw a cool zombie movie recently. I can't remember which one. 15 to 9. 6 chances left.
Because there's no such thing.
What movie do you like? Let's go there really quick.
Beauty and the Beast was great. Really liked Cinderella.
Nice. Okay, so like you're a Disney man.
Yes. Nah, I've got a few on the list, but we'll save that for another time. Well, Simple's got Navi. That starts it off well. Get caught out, though. He can't get back down. He's on 19 HP. He's got to be careful. He does try and jump. Gets to the boxes. Good little bit of movement. But the man advantage is Nafi's the one that they find. And they're going to try again to get up toward this catwalk position for a clean peek as they send Hobbit that direction. Inters, meanwhile, is also trying to figure out what's going on toward B, but not even looking into the site just yet. Wants to make sure they are held at bay and double up setup. We know Bit often runs that in the backside of B, and he's doing exactly that right now.
Well, this is where they've done good work historically, this mid to B split. We admired it against Gambit the last time they played. Perfecto again, flashbang over. Oh, he baits him into looking at it. Bit's the only one left. AWP in hand. He's got to have two coming through the window. Oh, but Electronics at least saved the day for one. One player in mid, one player at the window. It's Shiro turning the corner. Electronics